my YouTube friends? Today I'm going to show you how to start streaming Twitch really fast using nothing but free tools. How fast? Well, you can build a good starting stream that's fully featured in about 10 minutes with all the bells and whistles. Starting soon, countdown, be right back scene, just talking, game scene, and of course, the stream has ended scene, with a bunch of add-ins on the way. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it! We're going to use Prism Live Studio to stream to Twitch. Why? Because it's easy to install. It has everything you need built right in to put the entire stream together. And by the way, did I say it's easy? Let me show you how to install it. There's a link in the description below so that you can download it for yourself and follow along. That is the best way to learn. So here is the page where we download it, and there are two different things we're going to download. We're going to go ahead and download the Prism Live Studio, and we're going to download the Prism Lens, and we can see them pop up here. They're very small packages. It doesn't take very long to download these, so it's pretty simple to get this. Once we're done, we're going to go ahead and run Prism Live Studio first. So you just double click it. Here you're going to select your language right here, and then install, and then just click start. You're going to get another administrative prompt right here, and we're going to go ahead and allow access. And here is where it's going to ask you where you want to connect. So since we're going to Twitch, we're going to go ahead and select Twitch. And then you just put your login information right here, and then we just log in, and boom, we're logged in. We can just close these out. Now we probably want to install our lens as well. So what we're going to do is just go here, and we're going to double click on our lens. Administrative prompt, you can't see, but just click yes. Select your language and click install. This is a very small program, it only takes a second. And we can just click start, and it'll bring it up. And so the first thing that we want to do is we want to configure this just right for us to go live. So we're going to click here, and we're going to select this Twitch 1920 by 1080 30 frames per second. We're going to apply it now, and that is going to apply it to our settings. Then we're going to go into our settings really quick, and we're going to go to audio. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to disable all the ones that say default, because we want to select our own audio. And then you want to go into video, make sure these are both the same. And if you want your frame rate to be higher than 30 frames per second, you want to go ahead and select it. I think 30 frames per second is adequate, but you can decide to do whatever you want to do. If you do decide to go with something like 60 frames per second, then you're probably going to have to go in here and adjust your video bitrate. In general, we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to go to display method, and we're going to go ahead and just select text and apply and OK, and that makes this text instead of a little video thing. So we don't want it in this mode. We're going to go ahead and change it here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to add a channel. We'll add our Twitch channel. We're just going to log in here again, and then we just need to authorize. And there we go. So now we're logged into our channel, and now we're ready to get started setting up our stream. I told you it was easy. Now all that's left is for us to create our scenes, and don't worry, I'm going to show you how to load up a game and get your sound all working properly. We're going to be streaming in no time. So the first thing we're going to do is create our basic scenes. We have a scene 1 down here. We're going to go ahead and right click, and we're going to go to rename, and we'll just call this starting soon. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go into sources, and we're going to click the plus, and we're going to go to text templates, and we're going to click OK, and we have to call it starting soon scene. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to screensaver here, and we're just going to select one of these screensavers. And I like this one. I think this is pretty cool. What we can do is go up here, and we can just type in here starting soon, and there we go. So now we have a starting soon scene. We don't have any audio in here or anything like that, so what we can do is click the plus, and we can go and add some audio to this. Hopefully you have some audio downloaded or something on your machine that is free to use. There are lots of locations where you can get copyright-free music that you can use for something like this. I'm gonna just type music here, and I have music that I personally created, so that's what I generally tend to use for my live streams. That way I know it's not going to get copyright stricken because it's my music. And there we go. I'm going to put this music on a loop and click OK. And here we go. So now we have my music playing right here. And if we wanted to add something else interesting to this scene, we definitely can. We'll click the plus, and we're going to go and we're going to add an audio visualizer. And we're going to have it go to our music source. And we can put kind of whatever we want right in here. That looks pretty good right there. And that's just kind of bopping along to the music. And what we can do is just go ahead and bring it down here. And there we go. We've got a little bit of motion going along to designate the music that's going on right now. And you can add different forms of that. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do. You can even add chat in here, but we're going to show you how to do that later. So we've got a pretty good starting soon scene. Let's get a countdown timer, and we'll go ahead and choose a countdown timer. So we'll go to the clock widget right here, and we just have to select one that we like. And I like this one. It is kind of like the perfect countdown. You can modify these up in settings to have it be longer, shorter, anything like that. You can also change the color, the transparency, whatever you want. You can have the timer use a sound effect when it ends. So there we go. I think that's what we're going to use. Click OK, and we'll expand this out. And I think the black background is cool, but we're going to take this a little bit of a step further. We're going to go ahead and click the plus, and we're going to go to a background template, and we'll go ahead and just select this background right here, and we'll move that down below our clock widget, and we'll just move our clock widget up here into the little moon. Maybe expand it even more so it will fill that screen. And there we go. So if we wanted to start the clock widget, you just right click and you go to timer control and start, and boom, our clock widget is counting down. That's what it's going to look like. You can add your music to this as well. We're going to right click on timer control, and we're going to go to cancel, and that'll take us back to the beginning so we can start it anytime we want. What I'm going to do is click on here. We're going to go to our media source, and we're just going to select our music media source that we used in the other one, and boom, we now have music in here as well. It's just going to come over from our starting soon to our countdown. So basically we go starting soon to countdown. Now let's fill out our other wait scenes. So what I'm going to do is click here, and we'll call this BRB for Be Right Back. Click OK. I'm going to click here, and we're going to go to our text templates. Click OK, and we'll call this BRB scene. Click OK, and we're going to go to our screensavers once again, and we're going to select this one as our Be Right Back scene. Click OK. Then I'm going to go ahead and click the plus. We're going to add our music in here again. So we'll go to media source, and we're going to go to our music, and we're going to add that in there. So now we have music there, and we have an end scene, which we want to do as well. So we're going to come over here, we're going to click the plus, and we're going to go to end, and we'll just click this plus right here. We're going to go to text template once again. We're going to call this end scene and click OK. And what we'll do is we'll go to our screensavers once again, and we're going to select an end scene. There we go. And we can add our music in here by going to our media source and selecting our music and clicking OK. And of course you can add the visualizer for the audio in any of these if you like. But that's our basic thing. We've got starting soon, countdown, be right back, and end. And I think I'd like to have a transition in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and click right here. And instead of the cut transition, we're gonna click the plus, and we're going to add a Luma wipe transition. And since we're only gonna have one for this, we'll just keep it at that. And I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna select watercolor, and we can preview what that looks like. And then what I want to do is I want to modify it just a little bit. We're going to make this 3000 milliseconds instead of 300, so that makes it basically 3 seconds. So now you can see what that does. That's pretty cool. So we've got our starting soon. We'll go to our countdown. You can right click on our clock widget and start our timer. Once our timer is finished, we're going to go to our just talking scene, which we have to create right now. Let's go ahead and go to timer control, and we'll cancel that. And let's create a just chatting scene. So I'm going to click the plus, and we'll call this just chatting, and we're going to click OK. And so now I'm going to go ahead and click the plus here, and I'm going to do a background template, just chatting BG. So we remember what these are. And what I'm going to do is select this one right here, which I really like. Then I'm going to go ahead and click the plus, and I'm going to go and we're going to add a prism chat in here, and we can select the style of the chat that we want, whichever one fits in with what you like. You can also go into filters and modify these further, but I think we'll just go ahead and select this style here. And we can change the font so it's bigger or smaller, probably unnecessary. And I'm just gonna place this over here so we have our chat in there. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click the plus, and I'm gonna go to our viewer count widget, and we're gonna add a viewer count widget on here so we know how many people are watching our live stream. And we'll just go ahead and use that one right there. Embiggen that a little bit, and there we go. So now we have a view counter on there, we have our chat on there. This is really all we need other than a camera. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add a video capture device. Click OK, and we'll call this main cam, and click OK. And we're going to go ahead and select our main camera right here. And I like to go down to the bottom and use a custom audio device. Select the audio device that I want to be using. So we're going to go with our Camlink Pro Audio, and there we go. You can see right down there we have our audio coming in. We want to shrink this up so we're right in this area here. And we can add one more thing to this to make it even more interesting. So let's go ahead and click the plus. We're going to go to text templates, click OK, and we'll call this one Facebook, and we'll click OK. And what we're going to do is go to social, and we'll select our Facebook one, and we're just going to put our Facebook in here and click OK. And what I'm going to do actually is we're going to go into properties, we're going to go to detailed settings. We're going to make the font size a little bigger here. There we go. And we can bring this down, place it right in here. And we're going to do one more. I'm going to click the plus, and we're going to go to our text template, click OK. And we'll say this one will be YouTube. And we're going to go to social, and we'll select our YouTube, and we're going to put, there we go. Click OK. And we're going to have to embiggen that one too, so we're going to go back into properties. There we go. That'll work. And we can just expand this out so it's about the same size as our other text. And there we go. So now we have a pretty cool just chatting scene. Literally took just moments to set up. All we need now is our game scene. And to do that, what we're going to do is click this plus over here. and we're going to call this game and click OK. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to click the plus over here, and this time we're going to use our prism lens. So we'll go ahead and call this camera BGM. Let's call it BGR and click OK. And we want to open our prism lens app, and we're going to just remove our background, which is cool, and we're going to just, that's all we need. That's all we need. So we'll click OK, and we have us in here with our background removed. Shrink this up a little bit. And if we go back into our just chatting scene, you can see we still have our full scene. So we're able to use this camera in multiple different ways. So we'll go back into our game here. Now we just have to add our game. Now we have our background in here, and what I'm going to do is, you can see we don't have any audio here. So I'm going to right click, we're going to go into properties, and we've got our prism lens, and we want use custom audio device, and we're going to go ahead and select our audio device, and boom. So now we have proper audio. All we have to do is add our game. To add our game, all we need to do is click the plus, and let's try game capture first, and we'll just click OK, and we'll call this game capture. That works just fine. And all we need to do is capture any full screen application. That should work just fine. So then we can click OK, and all we have to do is go ahead and click on our full screen game, and it should come up. There we go. Now I do have it displayed on a smaller monitor, so that is what it is. And we can bring this down behind our game. And what I'm going to do is we're going to go into our prism lens here, and I'm just going to add a background. Now I just created this in any program. You just need a 1920 by 1080 green background, and there you go. So now what I can do is go over here into our prism lens, go to filters. We're going to click the plus down here, and we're going to go to chroma key, click OK, and then close. And now our background is totally removed. So we can place it anywhere we want on the screen. And all we need to do here is now add our audio. So what I'm going to do to add game audio is I'm going to click the plus, and I'm going to go up here to application audio capture, click OK. We're going to call this game audio, click OK. And I'm going to drop this down, and we're going to select our game and click OK. And once you select the physical game, you're going to see the game audio playing. And there we go. You have to have the game selected to get the audio. So if I click off of the game or outside the game, you see the audio goes away. When I click on the game, we get the game audio back, and everything will work perfectly fine. Let me show you one other way to capture your game scene, just in case this doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and I'm going to delete our game capture, and instead I'm going to click the plus, and I'm going to go to display capture, and I'm going to select, I'm going to put game cap on here, and I'm going to select the scene or the screen where I have my game right there, and I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and then just give us the size that we want. And it looks like I deleted my camera instead of deleting my game capture. So we're going to delete our game capture right here. So now we have our game audio. We're all set. It's two different ways to do it. Now, you saw how I set up the game audio. What if the application audio capture is not there for you? Well, sometimes you have to activate this in Prism, so you just go here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to our Prism Lab, and you should see that tool listed here if you don't physically have it listed here. Once it's listed there, you're all set. You can have game audio that you select specifically. And then once we are done playing our game, of course, we just go to our end scene or back to just chatting or whatever we want. Now we've created an entire Twitch stream in just a few minutes. And this Twitch stream has everything that you could possibly want. So all you have to do to go live is go down here and click go live. You are already connected to your account right here. If you wanted to modify your account information, you can click here to change your live information. You put in your title and your notification stuff. You can select your game that you want to play right here. All that kind of stuff. It's really easy to set up. Once you do, it will change it up there. So you'll see all of this stuff change. And then all you have to do is click go live, and you're going to go live with that information. It's really that simple. Prism makes it so easy to stream to Twitch.
See? I told you could set up everything and be ready to go with a full featured stream. Did I miss something that you wanted to see? Well, let me know that in the comments. And if you want to learn more about other features in Prism Live Studio that are just absolutely amazing, you should check this video out. And I want to say a big thanks to Prism Live Studio for sponsoring this video. I couldn't possibly do this without them or you. So thanks. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks to help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Fire Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.